Hello, welcome once again to another episode of Spirit Walking with Spirit Walker. I'm your host, Spirit Walker, and today I stumbled upon a project going on at Pratt Park. They are draining Pratt Park, dig it out, make it a little deeper, clean it up, and restock it. And I want to show you the progress over the next couple of days. This is video number 1. So stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. Watch what goes on. Let's walk. So I stumbled upon this site today down at Pratt Park. It's April 17th, 2020, and it appears that they are trying to drain the pond. Trying to drain the pond and then dig it deeper so that be a little better fishing maybe. You can see they're working hard out there with the excavator, just kind of trying to get the pond to drain into the creek, Catawba Creek. We get a little closer. There are some interesting bystanders watching the festivities. Pretty soon, this will all be drained. It'll be interesting when they drain this thing to see what's at the bottom. See what the terrain looks like at the bottom. I'm going to try to continue coming back, doing more videos as they progress. They're trying to dig a little canal, it looks like, all the way to the creek to let it drain down there. If you saw the pond before, when I shot video of it before, and the water was completely covering the whole surface, I didn't know there was this bar right here. It made it kind of shallow with deep sides. I didn't realize how shallow it was in that center mass right there. Another thing I didn't know down here at the pond was that this bench here is dedicated. BSA Eagle Scout Project, Jake Trainer, Troop 25, May 2016. So I was able to get around on the other side over here and talk to one of the workers that's over here working, trying to clean this thing out. He said the idea is to dig it down, clean out the bottom, because you can see that big sandbar right there in the middle. Well, it's not in the middle, it's over on the side. It comes in, he said, under that bridge that I was standing on when I first started filming, and it just silted in over the years and built up that little sandbar there. But the idea is to completely dig it all out, clean it out, get it a little bit deeper for better fishing, and then resupply it. Now the drain line that they've got over here draining, which is this mound of dirt right here, and then it drains down. You can see some pipes. It drains down up underneath the walkway here that I'm standing on, and you can hear it coming out of this tube down here. Feeding into Catawba Creek. Now that was a little pond. I shot some video of it not too long ago for a video, and a YouTube video, and it wasn't quite as deep, and now it is quite a bit deeper, and it's overrunning that little sandbar you see there. when I shot video of this walk trail I shot video of that. But they are excavating. It's going to be an interesting project. I'm going to keep a watch on it. He said by midnight tonight it should pretty much be drained. So I will come back tomorrow, shoot some more video, time to look at the progress, try to put all this together for a video on restoring the pond. So I came down a little further to see the water flowing down Watauga Creek. It is flowing a little bit faster than normal. There's a wooden bridge that I shot from a distance in another video. If you look back up to the right, that's where the water's coming from. Around that bend right there, there's the pipe. Where the water's coming out from the pond. Down around the bend here. Up underneath the bridge I'm standing on. Now if you remember in another video I showed you this part right here, which wasn't quite as deep as it is right now, but it was fairly deep little swimming hole. Right across is the tree where kids used to climb up on those boards right there, and there was a rope swing hanging from the tree, and they would swing out over the creek and drop in. Rope swing's no longer there, probably for safety reasons, but it was a really great little spot. My kids swam in it. I swam in it. And now there's no swinging. But then Watauga Creek then makes this right-hand bend around the corner and continues to flow on down to the Alabama River. Look at this guy hunting as the creek's going down, or as the pond's going down. Poised and ready for any mollusks that might pop up. He's ready. Hunt on, little guy. Hunt on. There are signs of mollusks. It's interesting when you drain a pond, the different formations that you find underwater that you didn't expect to find. Here's a little interesting cup formation. I'm going to be excited to come back tomorrow and see what this area looks like when it's more drained than it is now. Saw a guy standing in this exact same spot fishing a while ago. I guess he missed those guys. I don't know if you can see them, how well you can see them on camera. See that guy right there? There's a larger one than him right behind it. You can see there above him, so to speak. And a lot of little tiny ones. The guy that was standing here fishing gave up, so I guess they weren't biting. But you can see a whole school of those bad boys. Just kind of floating around. Pretty soon they'll be in Watauga Creek, going down the creek. Well, here's an interesting sight. Right up here on the bank. I wish you could smell it. You'd appreciate it more. Whew. There's a couple of more onlookers. What's happening? If ducks could talk, or geese, if geese could talk. Well, if ducks could talk too, that'd be cool. But geese, that would be even better. They can sure honk. I once had a standoff with a goose, and I stood him off with a giant rubber band, which I pulled back on my finger and threatened to pop him between the eyes if he moved any closer. We stared each other down for a good 5 minutes before I finally just walked away. But he would not let me cross a bridge. He was the guardian of the bridge that day, and he succeeded. No matter which side of this pond I go on, this guy right here always turns his profile to me. Because birds, their eyes are on the side of their head, and so they can't see straight ahead. They're going to keep you in view by turning sideways to you. He's watching me. From where it's flowing into the pond, underneath that wooden bridge, and then it comes down around and makes a little turn right there, and then comes down this way. It's deeper right here, as you can see. The silt and everything is built up over there on the far side. It's fairly deep in here. I see a lot of little fish down in there. But then it starts getting high again up here right before it goes out, where they have it draining down to Otaga Creek, and I think they're going to probably have to dig that a little bit deeper to get that to go. Now the idea is to put a pipe right here with a sort of like a valve on it, so that they can continually drain it whenever they want to, and then they can shut it off and fill the pond back up. Now that's the idea, to be able to drain it into Otaga Creek at will without having to bring in excavation equipment. Be interested to see it in the morning. Well, I hope you enjoyed day one. I'll be back with some more. Let me show you what it looked like before it got to this point. Till then, I'll see you next time. And as usual, I'm Spirit Walker, and I approve of this message.